No.
Hey, Shalom, Yasharala. We're going to start out by giving infinite honors to
to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, by
Ba'ashem,
Hashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua, by Hashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash.
We're going to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutation to you. See how I can push in this true cross before wins. We're doing another Shabbat Shalom. To all you Akim out there. We're going to go on the topic of mercy, man. Esau, he does good depictions of what's to come in his movies. And everybody, we was talking about that movie Bird Box. That's the name of that bitch, right?
Yeah, Bird Box.
Yeah, we was talking about that movie, man. And when all hell break loose, man, people just dying, and the streets is just full of pandemonium, man. And like the book of Psalms 91 say, 10,000 may die on that side, and 1,000 on that side, death left and right, man. You're gonna need mercy, man. The only thing that's going to deliver you is mercy. Your might, your intelligence, your sword. Nothing's going to deliver you in that day. Only thing that's going to deliver you is Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, about having being exempt for judgment. All right? And we doing what it takes right now to receive that mercy, man. When you look at those movies, man, you get a visual depiction of the movies. You should put yourself in those movies. Don't look at those movies for entertainment. Put yourself. What would I do if I was in that predicament? How would I handle that? You see what I'm saying? Because we about to come on those times, man. And right now, the way you handle that, you see it before it comes. Learn a parable from the ant, you slugger, and call out the Yahweh Shema Shah that he have mercy on you. Right now.
This John 1:17, it says, "For the law was given by Moses."
The law was given by Moses, our schoolmaster, to tell us the difference between right and wrong, all right? Right, clean and unclean, holy and unholy. Bring it out, bro.
But grace and truth came by the Mashiach Yahushua.
All right, we need grace from Yahushua, man. All right? In fact, the law was against us, so we're receiving grace right now. The simple fact he's dealing with us and giving us his truth. But we're going to need grace and mercy. I mean, quadruple doses of it to go through what's to come, man. To have faith to go through what's to come. All right? And that grace comes from Yahushua being lost in his word because he is the word, man. You got a precept?
No, I'm getting it. But you can keep speaking.
Because when you look at that movie, Bird Box, man, it had a part in the movie where that chick, when she went and sat down in that fire, right before that, you just seen people by the thousands running up that street. All right, people dying left and right, cars hitting people, cars exploding. All right, man, you're gonna be able. That's gonna happen in real life, and you could multiply that tenfold, man. All right, those are the things to come. You're right, brother. You can bring out yours. Get 2nd Ezra 16 and 17. You got it, brother.
This James 2:13, it says, "For he shall have judgment without mercy, that has shown no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment."
All right, and those that's not going to receive mercy is the 2/3, and preferably the so-called white man. He showed no mercy since we've been over here in the shores of America. All right, but as it pertains to the Israelites, man, the 2/3 are not going to receive mercy, man, because they don't know what mercy, judgment, or justice is. And all these calamities we talk about is going to befall them. All this hell is going to befall them, man. And we don't want to be in that number. So you have to do what it takes to get that spiritual mark to be exempt for judgment. You got it, Ra'ayah?
That's the spirit. That was the one I was holding on to.
Come on, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
All right, this is Ezra. This is an ancient man, and the Most High, like Yakina we was talking about earlier, he gave him a vision, and then that vision, like you could liken it to a hologram. These are ancient men looking at a hologram, and the highest technology they got is fire in the wheel, but they seeing fighter jets flying, throwing missiles, Apache helicopters, niggas with AKs and SKs just chopping people down. They're seeing all these things. Women getting raped in the middle of the street, children getting raped in the middle of the street. And he was like, woe is me. He knew he was going to be there. He was like, woe is me. Who is going to deliver me for that? All right? That word woe means destruction. Okay? Bring it out, all right?
Verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. All right? When you look at that movie, and movies likened unto it. Not just Bird Box. When you look at War of the Worlds, how you had all those people running, and all them laser beams hitting people, just all that civil unrest, all right? Those things are surely going to come to pass. Though they tear, they're surely going to come to pass, and they're not tearing anymore. They're basically here. Bring it here, bro. Bring it out, bro. Salaki.
The beginning of famine and great death.
The famine and great death. The scripture call it great death. Great death. Not death, great death. All right, the people are gonna be dying in the zillions, man. All right, and if you know, what's that scripture? You should know what manner of people you should be.
That's 2 Peter.
2 Peter. I get that from you. All right, what you knowing these things, and the Most High having mercy on you, and He's open your understanding where you can receive these things. What you supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be locked in this truth. I see one of the brothers on my feed in YouTube the other day. I think it might have been Yashawamba say you're supposed to be on fire. No, that was the brother of South Carolina.
2 Peter 3:11, huh?
Yeah, he said you should be on fire in this truth, man. You got to be on fire in this truth. Those are the ones who are going to gain that mercy. You got it, bro.
The 2 Peter 3:11. It says, saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
All right, so when the Most High showed those forecasters, those weather forecasters that a hurricane will hit in 3 days and 4 days, what do people do? They prepare. They get ready. All right? So you see all these things, the Most High have mercy to a small remnant of people to know these things are about to happen. What should you be doing? You should be purging yourself, trimming your lamps, getting that old ancient spirit, man, crying out to Yahweh Shema Shah for mercy. All right? That's all you should be doing, man. Go and work, go do your business and commerce, you get your daily bread, and aside for that, man, be locked into this truth, man. Because shit is about to hit the fan. It's about to go down, man. It's going to go down in a major way, as the rappers say. You got a piece up?
Nah, I just had that.
You can finish bringing that out, brother.
Khan. The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
What you going to do? What you going to do? You prepare before they come. That's what a man of integrity going to do, a man of wisdom, a man of understanding. Fucking, you go on to them and just say somebody that got common fucking sense, man. All right? What are you going to do? You're going to purge, trim your lamp. All right? You got it out.
Say, utilize your talents, what you have now, so you can build it up, so you can have that spiritual currency in that day before Yahushua returns.
Seek Yahweh Shema Shah while he may be found, man.
Khan.
You know? Go to the rivers of living water and be greedy with it, man. You know? Be greedy. You know? What the scripture say? When you come to serve Yahweh Shema Shah, cleave to him, man. All right? Bring it out.
Oh, you got some more?
That was it on that?
There's one more here that's pretty good. This is verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Scourges for amendment. That's the part I wanted to hear. Scourges for amendment. All right, that's Yahweh Shema Shah. He say he's going to do these things. He watch over his word to perform it. All right, he's going to scourge humanity. But he's going to start at his house. Those that are biologically Israelites, man, he's going to scourge them, ravage them, rape, pillage, torture. That's what our Heavenly Father is going to do to those that are outside of the temple. Okay? Now, we know we're going to have brothers that are going to fall. It might be some brothers like Lot to fall, but those are going to be honorful, beautiful deaths. All right? But you don't want to die the death of the 2/3 suffering how they gonna suffer. You got a precept about.
I got an example.
All right, you got it, bro.
This is Second Ezra 16, and I'm gonna start at 65. It says, "And when your sins are brought forth, you shall be ashamed before men, and your own sins shall be your accuser in that day. What will ye do? Or how will you hide your sins before Yahweh and his angels? It says, behold, Yahweh himself is the judge. Fear him, leave off from your sins, and forget your iniquities, to mingle no more with them forever. So shall Yahweh lead you forth and deliver you from deliver you from all trouble." And here go all the rest of the example. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols." And it says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot." It says, for there shall be in every place, in every city, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord."
All right, and you got to be prepared. What our great King say, when he come back, shall he find faith? All right, all of that hell is really the devil coming down on great wrath. He's gonna fuck over humanity, but that devil is gonna be searching for the red pill poppers, man. Those got the men on the red list, those that are hiding heavy for Yahweh Bashem Awashai, man. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be built up and have and gird your loins as a man and be ready, man. I mean, it's easy to get on in front of this camera and talk this shit. You know, it's easy, man. It takes fasting and prayer. It's easy, man. I'm talking about amongst GMS. It's easy to get on the camera and talk that shit, man. Like I've been telling Yakana, man. Some days, bro, I just be thinking about that day, what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen. Then I just start calling out to Yahweh Bashem shop for strength. It's easy until you see them heads fucking rolling, man. Now it's reality. You see fucking stormtrooper get one of them big ass, long ass Rambo knives and just come slit a brother's throat, laughing and shit, man. And then you know you could be next. You see what I'm saying? Have you tied up and bound and tell you, look, man, get a chip, renounce your house shot, or this about to happen to you. You see what I'm saying? Those are the type of scenarios is gonna happen, man. You gotta be ready for that, man. And it only comes with fasting and prayer and building yourself up and coming to the rivers of living water. You got more, Yakinan?
Right. This is actually going into like martial law, man. Because what you gotta understand is the word martial means warlike. And that's how they coming. They coming in a warlike manner. The bracelet to enforce nothing but tyranny, man. Let me finish this out though. Verse 71. And it says, for they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling, but like it says, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
All right, and that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what we about to come into, man. We about to come into these copper tops, raiding and coming to spoil everybody they know when all supplies are gone, when food, water is gone. If you have something, these copper tops coming to kill you. Then you got these mercenaries. They're gonna come in to spoil and get what they can get. All right, and nobody's gonna show mercy. The scripture said in the book of Timothy, the love of minute shall wax cold, man. Everybody's gonna be merciless. Nobody's gonna have no compassion over no little child. Somebody gonna walk in the rooms and little shit and just kick the little motherfucker. Pick him up by his hind legs and say, look, we got dinner. Have a little 2-year-old baby, pick him up by the legs. Oh, we got dinner. Holding that motherfucker like you're holding a chicken or something, man.
Hey, because I want the brother in our camp, Roger, had brought out some information. Like I said, I'm gonna find a video and I'm gonna play it on the screen, man. For everybody, you know, I think it's kind of dated, but it's still good information for the times that we're approaching, man. You know, and this was actual. These were actual events that went down in the past couple of years or so, man. I'm gonna get it real fast. Make your point out while I find this.
This precept.
If I,
I'm gonna bring this precept out, going back to what you're saying on how you give reverence and diligence to the Lord, just to basically, like David did a lot in Psalms. He prayed a lot to for the Lord to protect and be his fortress. You know what I'm saying? In troubling times. And they at this time, like it says, this should be a great insurrection, man, during that time, man. So it's gonna be troubling times for the men of the Lord too, like you said. Even if you're a man of the Lord standing tall, man, if you see your brother head get chopped off, that's another level, bro. That's another level. No, when you say no, it's just off. Bang. Now you dealing with this too? You next. You know what I'm saying? But this First Samuel 2:2, it says, "There is none holy as Yahweh, for there is none beside thee. Neither is there any rock like our God," because the Most High is a rock of defense, man. He our defense, like David always speak about in Psalms. It says, "Talk no more so exceedingly proudly," because right now we can speak proudly, man. You know, even though we coming boldly right now in the name of the Lord, ain't no pressure on us. There's no pressure in times for a man to fold. A man fold under pressure, man. Many men have folded under pressure, man. Like you spoke about in your video, when Maccabees told him we gonna die manfully, man.
Yeah.
We gonna die manfully. But he had to tell why he needed to tell a man we gonna die manfully when a man's supposed to already be a man. Obviously, they was what? They had to tuck their tail.
They was scared.
They tucked their tail in their ass, man. For lack of a better word. But it says, "Talk no more so exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For Yahweh is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed," man. So like he said, man, hey, the Father like, look, I heard what you said. You say you're going to stand tall and you ain't taking that chip? Well, we going to see, man. We going to see.
We going to see, son.
I'm going to put a trial before you, son.
Hey, what them sons of thunder was, Yakanan? What is it? Andrew, and what was his brother name? The ones that told Howard Shot, look, I want to be on your right hand. Me and my brother want to be on your left hand. He say, okay, we're going to see if you can drink that cup I could drink.
Exactly, man.
All right, we're going to see if you can drink the cup I could drink.
Now, their mama was asking, can my sons be with you in the heavens? He like, man, that ain't my call.
That ain't my call. But I'm going to see if you can drink this cup I can drink.
This in it right here. Y'all can knock out a little more. This 4, it says, "The bowels of mighty men are broken, and they that stumble are girded with strength." So the Father turned things upside down, man, because he weigh actions, man. He measure actions, man. Through his word, through your word. Your own word can condemn you or save you. Go ahead, Alan.
Right. I'm gonna show this video real fast, man, because like I said, it hits home on what we're talking about and how we gonna need mercy in that day, man. We definitely gonna need it. You know, this is some good information though, you know, for brothers to have. Where I'm at. Hold on. Hold on. Shit.
That's a revelation. No,
I got a precept after the video.
All right, this is the video right here. I'm gonna get up to the part
published in the news. But when people read it, they thought he was freaking nuts, right? What the excuse they gave for his suicide. He left a suicide note. Here, I forget what the excuse. Remember that? A few years in New York, a customs and ICE agent. I remember seeing the story. Did you guys remember that? 2 years ago, the ICE agent killed himself on a bridge. Everybody said he was a disgruntled employee, or I forget what the excuse they gave for his suicide. He left a suicide note that was published in the news. But when people read it, they thought he was freaking nuts, right? Let me read you. Oh, another powerful statement. The title of this video is a quote. from the ICE agent who took his own life on a pier in New York in 2016. This is a quote from his letter. So I'll read the letter and then I'll show you the article, okay, you guys? So now that we see what's going on in 2018, we can read his suicide note with new eyes. The America I grew up in and cherished has been murdered by its own federal government. Our Constitution has become meaningless and our laws politicized so badly they are no longer enforced except for political purposes. Our elected officials are, to a person, utterly corrupt and completely devoid of any love or respect for the country which pays them. To them, everything is about getting and keeping power and making illicit money from backroom deals. I was hired to enforce the law, to capture and deport people who come to this country against our laws. But now, if I dare to do that, I face being suspended or fired because our president refuses to faithfully execute the duties of his office. And I believe it was Obama the president then? Instead, I come to work each day and collect a paycheck twice a month for intentionally doing little to nothing. I cannot and will not be a party to this fraud, to this usurpation of the law, or to the despicable politicians betraying our nation. Now, okay, he seems like a disgruntled employee. Listen to this next part of his suicide note. If the American people knew what this government was planning, they would rise up and overthrow it. If I or anyone else in the federal government revealed what is coming, we would be killed anyway. So now I want to say what I know. We in federal law enforcement have been drilling for several years to control riots and uprisings from a coming financial collapse and widespread bank failures. The drills involve life-sized images of American men, even women and children, whom we are told to shoot for practice and get used to it. We have been told that the economy is terminally ill and will fail in 2016. We are also told the banks are all insolvent and the FDIC doesn't have nearly enough funds to bail out depositors. We are told these events are unavoidable and it is imperative that the government survive when the people rise up over this. It is imperative that the government survive when the people rise up over this. What's that tell you? They know that we are going to raise hell when they do this reset. And they've been preparing. When the collapse takes place, detention camps created under the FEMA Rex 84 program in the 1980s to house illegal aliens whom we were going to deport will instead be used to imprison American citizens whom the government feels constitute a threat. American citizens will be rounded up without warrants and imprisoned without a trial for God knows how long. These camps have been equipped to carry out Hitler-scale killings and an actual purge of American citizens by the very government which they themselves created and pay for. And I cannot be a party to this. Is this what Mr. Patriot has been warning me about? He's been telling me people like me, the Patriots, the YouTubers with the loud voice, they're going to take us first, right before the grid goes down, or the internet shuts off, or right before it gets kicked off. The government knows the military will rise up to stop this. Our military is being deployed overseas and intentionally involved in foreign fights so they cannot be here to help Americans. This is why certain ammunition and weaponry has been removed from state-level National Guard armories, and over 1 billion rounds of hollow point ammunition have been bought by the federal government. The states themselves have been disarmed of military-grade firepower so they cannot defend themselves from the federal activities. This is also why local police departments have been militarized and provided with armored vehicles and weapons of war, the note says.
All right. That's a lot of good information when it goes into, you know, how the Army, the U.S. Army, going to be really in World War III. You're going to have the UN troops and other private military troops over here policing the people, man. And like I said, they're gonna be killing your kids and things of that nature, man. And also, he made a good point about how, yes, your local police officers are now militarized, man. They got helmets, they got different MRAPs and shit now. Police cars, they carry ARs now in their cars now, ready to kill, man. This is what the scripture's talking about when I go into it right here. 2 Letter 16 and 71, it says they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. They shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses, man. This is what's gonna happen. You know? And we've been talking about this for years. This is a guy that used to work for the government that committed suicide because he knew what was to come, man. Going back in 2016.
And that's if he committed suicide. That's a big if.
That's right, man.
If I could,
you got it, brother.
If I could also say, a lot of police officers are being trained by Israeli IDF soldiers on how to quell the populace. Like they're getting training from those IDF that deal with those Palestinians on how to do an occupation style law enforcement. So with those IDF troops over there, how they terrorize those Palestinians and shoot them down. That's what a lot of those U.S. Cops are going to do to you U.S. citizens on the streets during the time of martial law.
That's right, man.
I'm gonna tell you this though. Even before we like when we talk about these stormtroopers coming in like a flood, Esau is cold and calculated. It's what 300 million Americans over here, so-called Americans over here. There's no way they could send just a bunch of troops in and subdue this place. They gotta kill people. They gotta kill Goyim strategically by the masses before they put the ground troops down. Like even in Vietnam, before they went in the area in Vietnam, they gonna napalm the fucking area. Then they send the troops in. They gonna do some shit where they just gonna blow up cities, man. Poison the water. They're gonna do something to kill the majority of the people, a great number of the people, before they even send the troops in to do their bidding. Like Yakinan always say, some cities they might have a pocket nuke. Some cities they might poison the water or just let some gas in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can do to get delivered from shit like that. The only thing you can do is cry out to Yahweh Shemi Awashai. You got it, brother.
If I could say, in that video, that guy's speaking about that information coming out around the Obama administration, which doesn't mean it's not a topical issue, because what a lot of people don't realize is that policies that were put in by a previous president are really meant for the next president to enact. It's all political theater, because if you realize what Obama passed, he passed for U.S. citizens to be targeted by drones. And so how much easy by supposedly U.S. citizens that were terrorists outside of the country, but think about a domestic terrorist inside the country. Those policies that Obama enacted would be perfect for Trump to use to deal with a domestic uprising in your neighborhoods.
Man, the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act. All right. I think George Bush signed in the Patriot Act and Obama signed in the NDAA Act. You know, that wasn't for neither one of them. That was for somebody like Trump, ignorant ass, stupid ass.
A cowboy.
You see what I'm saying? That was for somebody like him to come in, seize power, and just do whatever the elites tell him to do. And wreak havoc. Hey, but I got a piece up. You got it.
No, I just wanted to mention something you had said about Esau, the way they gonna wound you. Like, it's like they gotta wound you first. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then come. Basically, they like Esau play dirty. They don't fight fair with nothing, man. You know, they kick you when you're down, man. You know what I'm saying? How you like you say, even with breaking America down, the Most High ain't gonna just take it all out at one time. He gonna plague it, weaken it. You see what I'm saying? And then what? Take it down, man. That's the way you take a great empire down, man. You know, you take it down strategically. You got it, Doriah. I mean, you got it, bro.
I got a precept after you, Quad.
You can bring it out right now. I'm looking for
But with seeing all this information come out there to anybody that's watching this video, that should give you an idea of the signs of the times, to know the seasons of that fig tree, to know that those fruits are about to blossom. And so with that, you shouldn't be prideful or vain, thinking that, oh, I have time to prepare for these things. This is going to happen 20 or 60 years from now. It's at the doorstep. And as it says in Matthew 24, I'm going to start at verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. It could happen at any second at this point. It's going to come as a thief in the night. Verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. So you got to be on fire in this truth. You got to be in season and out of season, because as it says, you don't know what time the Son of Man cometh. And you definitely don't want to end up like a 2/3 out here that's going to have all types of terrible calamities befall you, such as these plagues and these famines and these wars.
I got one real fast. This is 2nd Ezra 9:15. It says, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also thereafter, that there be many more of them which perish, than them that shall be saved. Break it down, Roddy.
Could you read it one more time, Mark?
This is 2nd Ezra 9:15. It says, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it after, that there be many more of them which perish than them which are saved.
Hey, 2/3 is a big number, and I mean, we're worms to the Most High, so that just should make you sincere Akim out there, cherish this truth that much more, because the Most High could take you out of this thing just like that if you hide up your talent.
Y'all through? Y'all want to finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I got a precept. This is Revelation chapter 3. I'm gonna start at verse 10. All right, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And he's talking about to his elect men. All right, his elect men has been holding fast to his word, have been seeking him while he may be found. All right, cleaving to him. All right, which shall come up on all the world. We talking about the universe, all of humanity. All right, it don't matter what landmass you in. When shit hit the fan, it's gonna hit the fan. Because you got a lot of these like Johnny Depp talking about he moved to Europe.
Don't matter.
You know, you got conscious rich motherfuckers that's moving out of America, so because they know this bitch about to go up. All right, they still not gonna miss the calamities. Look what's up going on in France. Look what's going on in Venezuela. I mean, it's gonna be like the whole world is gonna be up uproar. The money system is gonna collapse. So it don't matter where the fuck you at. If you're in fucking Switzerland, where all the money at? When the money system collapses, all hell gonna break loose. All right. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, I pulled up that word try in the Greek, and it's the Greek word, hold up, parezio. All right. Salakia, Yasharala. What you got? All right, here we go.
Strong's G 3985.
Paradzo. That's what that word to try means, and this is what it reads: to try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, endeavor. All right, this the meat right here, to try, to make trial. Yeah, how about Shemal Shah about to make the universe, take everybody to trial, man? And what are you gonna judge them according by our laws? Ain't nobody been keeping the laws. All right, 2/3 of our people haven't been keeping the commandments. When you go to trial, that's what he's gonna test you by, our laws, for the purpose of ascertaining his quality, or what he thinks, or how he will behave himself. In a bad sense, to test one maliciously. The Most High is about to maliciously wreak havoc on the planet Earth, man. Intentional, God. Craftily to prove his feelings or judgments. All right? He's about to judge this place according to his anger. Yahweh Shem Shai anger goes way farther than any diabolical human being on the earth, man. Because guess what? He created the diabolical in heart. All right? He's called El Shaddai. All right? To try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin. All right? The elect can't be deceived. The scripture said if it were possible, they would deceive the elect. So the elect can't be deceived. So who's going to be enticed? The 2/3 don't have no virtue. The heathen don't have no virtue. So guess what? They're going to sin. They're going to transgress. They're going to die. And what's the ultimate sin? All of them going to take that chip. All of them going to take that radio frequency identification chip. To solicit to sin, to tempt. You see what I'm saying? All right? The temptations of the devil. The Most High is going to turn them over to Satan and let Satan have his way with our people, man. Here goes another one. Of God to inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith. And isn't it written in one place that he's going to say, in that day that they're going to know that I am Yahweh? He's going to let these calamities come right behind each other like a domino effect, and then you're going to know that he's El Shaddai, the all-great power, Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
Hey, that's why I said I'm going to put this on the screen real fast. That's why we need this right here. I mean, in Ezekiel 9:4 says, and the Lord said unto them, this is the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark. We're going to need this mark right here, man. Not the mark of the beast, but this mark. It's called tall. Let me get it. Right here.
He's sent for judgment.
Strong's H 8420. Tom.
Right. Desired mark as a sign of exempt from judgment. Because how the Lord, the brother just read you how the Lord gonna come and try everybody, put everybody on trial. So you're gonna need this mark, the mark of tall, to be exempt from judgment, man. Because judgment is coming. You know, I just wanted to bring that out real fast.
Hey, I got a precept to go hand in hand with those for those that are gonna be exempt from judgment. We're going to see what they are doing. Those that get that tall, that mark, which is this knowledge, let's see how they're going to rock out. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. All right? Those that are going to be delivered are doing what you're seeing us do right now, being fisher of men, building up the kingdom of heaven. He say he shall be saved by his works. And by faith, all right? Because your faith makes you go work. You show your faith by your works, all right? You can't get delivered on your own merit, your own works. We have faith in Yahweh Shai, and then what we go do? We go do what he commanded us to do, all right? So your faith is in Yahweh Shai, and you act on that faith, and you apply action to your faith, all right? Whereby ye have believed. And those that have believed, the ones that have that spiritual mark, that tall. All right, what the brother just brought up. You got it. You had something to bring up.
I think Ryan had something.
You had something, Ryan?
Oh, I'm good.
I got one. Hey, get Ezekiel 7:3 for me. Okay.
This is Ezekiel 7:3. Now is the end come upon thee, and
the end is here, man. The end is not. The end is basically here, man. What on some real shit? In this society, man. What are the prophecies we need to come to pass? The chip here, so we just need the economy to collapse. Once the economy collapses, the dollar, what ain't the stock market at its lower points ever since the Great Depression. So once that happens. The economy crashes, the stock market crashes, silver unrest, then they're going to implement that chip, man. We at the end. It's not too many prophecies that we're waiting on. You know what I mean? The end is here. The leaves on the fig tree are tender. Bring it out of our...
Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee.
The Most High is about to send his anger upon the planet Earth, man. He's about to purge the planet Earth of all wickedness. All right? The Prince of Peace, he's going to come into this realm, but he's going to come in through violence. He's going to bring violence to the planet to bring peace. All right? Peace will come. Hey, what they say, order out of chaos? He's going to get order out of chaos.
On the, on the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side. He's coming to wage war, man. Bring it out, brother.
And will judge thee according to thy ways.
And it goes for everybody. Every Israelite, man. Because ain't no child exempt. Ain't no fucking 6-year-old, 7-year-old child exempt. All right? They were once adults in their past lives. Just because they're in here in this regeneration experience and they 7, 8, or 9 right now, they're gonna get it just no different than somebody 30 years old gonna get it. A little 6-year-old girl might get raped to death. You see what I'm saying? A little boy might just be somewhere getting tortured, be dinner, be you know how Esau, when he put that steak between the pork and just grill that bitch over the fire. All right, that you're gonna see them doing that to humans, man, little kids, man. Bring it out, brother.
And will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
All that. Hey, our people are abominable people. And according to Hosea, what that is, Hosea, my people reject knowledge. 4 and 6. All right. He say my people perish for lack of knowledge. But when you keep reading that scripture, it say because they have rejected knowledge. You tell a man, say, bro, that pig you eating abominable. What they doing, man? My grandmother been feeding me pigs since I was a little boy. All right. So they indulge in the abomination. It's an abomination to take another man's woman, all right? But they indulge in it and make myrrh. They be happy about doing it, boast in their wickedness.
They make sport out of it.
Make sport out of
it. I got something to show on the screen because this is going to be the stumbling block. Or this is going to be the leg that trip him in that time, man. The Lord's putting this out there on a lower scale, man. Right here. This was a day ago. This was a day ago, man. Put it on the screen. Watch this.
You deserve a great smile, and we can help make it happen. How you look affects the way you feel and can improve your level of success. A great smile changes everything.
I don't have to worry about the studs sticking up and having to replace the clips inside them, and basically maintenance free. They feel good.
With our new Snap-on Smile, you can have a Hollywood look that's affordable. Everyone deserves to be confident. Call Airport Dental at 477-8668 to set up an appointment and find out how Snap-on can give you a Hollywood smile.
Lord's gonna snap on your ass. Check this out. Seen that, right?
Oh.
Sådär, så är inloggen.
Look at that. Look at this shit. The niggas that said the mark of the beast ain't the chip, man. Check this out.
That's not the Tav, that's the Karagma.
Right. This is on an airplane, man. Look, nigga, she on an interview. Motherfucker got her resume from off her fucking chip, man. For a job, man.
Can't buy, sell, or trade without it.
Yeah, man. That was, hey, man, you niggas out here playing, thinking we ain't in them. We are not in them times, man. We are in them times, man. We are definitely in them times, man. It's here. No, going back 5 years ago, I remember when one of these major companies out there in Texas was buying so many servers to spit out millions of chips being manufactured and made a day, man. Now we up on it. The first company, Verichip, has pretty much went underground as another name, but the chip is here, man. It's like this, like the headline said, the chip is taking over credit cards, man.
Man, Hey, bro, these other camps, they fucking sold out, bro. I don't see how they could see all this information coming out. I mean, it don't take a rocket science to see the dollar is about to plummet. And then you see we are living in the age of technology, man. All right. If we're the money system, the paper money system, they've been using that, since the 1800s? So if we're in the age of technology and everything is getting faster and easier, why is it so hard to fathom you're going to have to buy, sell, and trade through this technological society and system? You're going to have to get the fucking chip. That's going to be the wave of the future. All right? These niggas sold out and they teach what the 501c3 tells them they have to teach, man. These niggas are sellouts, man. If you get that fucking chip, you're going to get put to death according to Revelation 14th chapter, man. That's the mark of the beast. Our radio frequency identification chip is most definitely the mark of the beast, man.
I got them right here. This is 2 Peter's 1, 2 Peter's 2:1. It says, but there were false prophets among the people. Even there should be false teachers among you, who probably bring in damnable heresies, and even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift judgment, swift destruction.
And those that take heed to that shit and follow those fucking those hirelings, that's what the fuck they are. You're gonna be damned. You're gonna be damned. You're gonna die. Nate Satan is gonna get a chip in his forehead. Fuck the right hand. He gonna get one right between his fucking eyes, man. If he don't got one right now.
Hey, that's why we bring this out. Let me get it real fast, man. I'm gonna put it on the screen. You know, these motherfucking niggas, man, I gotta go.
Hey, Rod, get Jeremiah 5:25. I think you can start at 24. Huh?
Would you mind if I read these two precepts?
You good. Bring out whatever you want to bring out, brother.
This is back in Ezekiel 7. I'm just going to read 5 and 6. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come.
You can break it down, right?
Hey, the end is come. Only evil's coming from this point on. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse until those chariots arrive to save the elect. So, I mean, you better buckle up because it's going to be a bumpy ride.
You finished with it, out?
Con, I'm in that Jeremiah.
Let me ask you right quick. This you got it? You got it now?
No, I'm about to get it.
This Jeremiah 8:20. It says the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved, man. We still ain't figured out, like you said, the leaves on a fig tree is tender, man. We gotta figure out what's our refuge out here, man. This Psalms 32:1. It says, blessed is he whose transgressions is forgiven, whose sins is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputed not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile, man. These niggas haven't figured out the wave. All right, the wave is the Father Yahweh Shah, remain in sound doctrine and not take the chip, man. It's simple. Push the work and don't take the chip, man. Of course, you got to do that through faith, right? And the Father got to build you up in the spirit. But at the end of the day, man, what we have to do is not really hard to do. Like, it's not the hardest thing in the world, man. The chip, the mark of the beast, is not embargo. It's not what they arguing about it being Christianity. They coming with all kind of shit, man.
Sleeping with white women.
Sleeping with white women. This is all confusion so you could get the chip, man. But hey, you ain't gonna be able to you're not gonna be able to deceive the elect, man. That's why the Most High got them on solid ground, man. You ain't gonna be able to deceive these men, man. No matter what time or hour it is, right? They understand that it's only one way, man. The scriptures is one way. It's a one-way avenue, man. Just stay on that avenue no matter what. Just like the movie Bird Box. No matter what, even though the man informed her that it'll be a rough and I don't want to take it away from Mike. I know you probably gonna say it tonight. In the river, is where the water got rough at, man. But hey, that was the only way to get there. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a time where it get rough. And of course, it's gonna be rough not having a chip. That's obvious.
And what that in Iraq say, you got that narrow corridor where only one man can fit through.
Yep.
On one side, tempest, on the other side, fire. That was like what she had to go through, man.
That's right.
We gonna go through this shit, man. The elect gonna go through it and gonna come out. The elect not gonna be smelling like smoke, man. They're gonna be purified.
And what they see, a lot of these, I'm noticing these people is with the level of intensity is rising because the nervousness of, man, I might not eat. Man, I might not have lights. All this comfort we once had.
Faithless.
You see what I'm saying? The faith of a faithless society, man. So the men of the Lord is moved by their strength, which is that faith, man. Like we understand, like, okay, we know that it's gonna be rough not having a chip, but it also said my men shall eat in that day. So we gotta trust it. It's something you gotta trust in. Obviously, they don't know what to trust in, man.
Without faith, it's impossible.
It's impossible to please the Lord, man.
Say out.
Faith is a gift, man. The Most High, everybody don't have. You got faithless men amongst us, man.
That's right.
Yeah, faithless men. I'm talking about the body of great millstone, man.
That's right.
You know, and we not tooting our horn, and the Most High could bug us out before they sit down over with, you know. But Lord willing, that's why you always pray, Lord willing, that He keep you in the right spirit. Like King David asked the Heavenly Father, he asked the Heavenly Father, make me go in the way of your commandments, man. You see what I'm saying? And keep me away from presumptuous sin, you know? So, and then you got to do what King Solomon did. He asked for wisdom, and you got to ask for faith, man. Because you ain't going to be able to do nothing without faith, man. Look at all this. The air quality in here is beautiful. These lights, leather sofa. Hey, can you give me a bottle of water?
Comfort.
Pardon me. Do you have any grape Paul? You know what I'm saying?
Comfort level up.
That's gonna go. Set your mind right that all of that is gonna be a thing of the past when Jacob's trouble is ushered in, man.
I got something to add to you. This Romans 10:17. It says, so then faith coming by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Hey, they heard as we heard. But see, they wasn't mixed with faith. When it goes back to Rome, that's Romans, they not being mixed with faith, 4. I want to say 4 and 3. They heard like we heard, man, but theirs wasn't mixed with faith, man, in the gospel. See, man.
I'm bring out this precept.
Wait,
and this the most, it's all set up through the Spirit. The Most High predestined who He want to get and who He don't. Okay. This is 2 Ezra 9:22. Let the multitude perish. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. You see, most of them born in vain. They just vessel of dishonor created to be destroyed. Lord willing, that's not us. All right. Let my grape be kept. You know, his holy vine, man. His holy vine, man. All right. And my plant, for with great labor I have made it perfect.
That's right.
All right. Israel is His vineyard, His holy elect men. But it got a multitude of the Israelites, 2/3 of them, they created to be destroyed. Vessels of dishonor, man.
Come on.
You got it, bro.
Let me add back to what I was saying.
Yeah, I remember where that scripture in Galatians I brought out, I forgot it, man. About the pretty much it goes into how the elites wanna put that mark in you. I brought it out a couple times. I just forgot where it's at, man.
Let me bring this one out, just to add on to what I was saying. This Hebrews 4:1. It says, let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left unto us enter into His rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. Like you say, both every man claiming that they know the Lord or in some type of alphabet group, HOI, GMS, or whatever it may be. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it, man. So they don't got that faith embedded inside of them, man. All right? So they gonna fucking waver, man.
That's your precept.
Go ahead, bring it out, bro.
This 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, It is hid from them that are lost.
Right.
And if who's doing the hiding? Who's keeping it from them? You hide by Shimon Shah, man. I mean, he said they offer up strange fire, man.
Right.
Strange sacrifices. He's not dealing with these niggas. So what does he do? What did Paul say? Turn him over to Satan. You see what I'm saying? Turn that nigga over to Satan. That's what he said in 2 Corinthians 5th chapter. You know what I'm saying? Verse 4. In whom the power of this world, the so-called white man, have blinded the minds of them which believe not. Faithless, this faithless generation, man. These nigglets, all right? Lest the light of the glorious gospel of the anointed, who is the image of the invisible power, power, should shine unto them. And the Most High don't want that with 2/3 of his people, man. He don't want them to get it. Like we were just saying, man, it's just so simple. The radio frequency identification chip, the mark of the beast, is so simple. Why can't they get it? Why can't they get Cornelius? That man, the Most High put that stumbling block. He cast that stumbling block before him because he don't want him to get it.
And he got to also been a deposit into your spirit as an upright man, whom is found no guile, man. You see what I'm saying? So that got to be in you. This Psalms.
I got another scripture that goes with what you just said, Quab.
Come on, brother.
This is Romans 11:7. It says, "What then? Israel has not attained that which is seeking for, but the election has attained it, and the rest was blinded. According to as it is written, God has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, ears that they should not hear, until this day." And here you go. It says, "And David said, let their tables be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them." You know, and that chip is a stumbling block to them, man. You know, you gotta go with your word, man. What they say in New York, your word is bond. So now you saying that the chip ain't the chip. You gotta, when that chip come out, you gotta go ahead and take that thing, my man. Go ahead with your move. You know when that nigga Nathaniel 7 telling you that shit, make sure he's taking that chip before your face at a table, man. I bet you he ain't gonna do it. When that chip come out, he's gonna be missing. He's gonna come up fucking MIA somewhere, man, and get the fuck out of there. Why you taking the chip, man? Cause like I say, he's that what that is? It's a scripture about the sheep, and all the rest of the sheep being slaughtered. That sheep, he's the
Judas goat.
What is called a he goat, right?
Judas goat.
Yeah, the Judas goat. That nigga's a Judas goat, man. While the rest of the sheep getting in line to get slaughtered, he's sneaking to the side. Oh fuck, getting the fuck out the way, man. That's him. And then many of these other guys, man, these pastors out here, Reverend Rib Tiff, Deacon Donut, and all the rest of them niggas, man. Them niggas are sitting up there. When judgment comes, they gonna get the fuck out the way, man. And why you get slaughtered? Why you get chipped? You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, this and you just bought it out in camp. You bought a beautiful what that was you was reading, Raya? You bought out in camp about how these pastors gonna lead the sheep straight to the slaughter, man. You know what I'm talking about, y'all remember?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's that article, man. That's a beautiful article. But this Psalms 37 and 37, it says, "Mark the perfect man and behold the upright." Yeah, the perfect man, that ain't nothing but a complete man. That's a whole man who walks uprightly in the Most High and his laws, man. That's it. You thinking of perfect as he just flawless, no flaw. He got a scar on him, nothing. No, man, it just means complete. It says, "For the end of that man is peace." And that's what we looking for, man. We looking for the being the wings. We looking for the being the in the bosom of Yahweh Shah, man. As Lazarus was in the bosom of Abraham, bro. It ain't a difference. You know what I'm saying? We looking to be in the be hidden in the shadow of the Lord. It says, "But the transgressor shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off," man. Hey, that's they price, bro. It's a price to pay, man.
Hey, Roger, get Galatians 6 and 17. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
You weren't gonna stop till you found it, all right?
Yeah, he found it.
You want me to bring it out, or you waiting to get it on the screen?
Let me put it on the screen. This is what these niggas, this what they all about, and this is what they gonna get, man. You know, coming from these goddamn elites.
So we trying to hide. We know. That man knows. You gotta try to hide, man.
Wait,
This is Galatians 6 and 17. From henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahushai.
Right. We're gonna get that word mark right there, man.
They even say hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, man. You see?
Goes into the word stigma. It says a mark, a prick, are embedded into the body.
Mm-hmm.
The ancient Orient uses slaves and soldiers for the names of the stamp of their master, a commander, brand and prick cut into the body. Indicates what master or general he belongs to. This is what the elite bankers are planning on doing with the mark of the beast, man. It says, and there were even some delicate, devout who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods, man. This is what these niggas gonna get, man. They love Esau so much, but they gonna get the chip, man. You know, this is what they gonna get. There you go, out. And that's what that chip represents, man. Ownership of the elite bankers, man. You're gonna be full goyim, full-time cattle, man. There you go, out.
You got a precept?
Yeah.
I got all right.
You bring it up.
You go.
Yeah, like you said, man, because of that chip, they ain't gonna find no place of rest. Because they thinking that it's they thinking they gonna be in a good case because they could buy and sell. You know, far as victuals go, they gonna be like, oh man, if you don't got the wave, you know how Jake make things. Jake can make you feel sad you ain't got the chip. Oh man, I can control it from the middle of the street, man. I go up in the garage, dude. You know how Jake gonna do, man. But they ain't gonna find no rest in it because little do they know it's still a whole control mechanism. You're gonna be under total control, like that movie when he put the chip in that paralyzed man and it took over on him. Upgrade, man. That chip completely took over the man's mind. It actually started malfunctioning to a degree, man. To where it completely just took over. But this Psalms, you want to look at it? This Psalms, 38:3, it says, there was no soundness in my flesh because of thine anger. And the Lord gonna be angry at everybody who take that chip according to Revelation 14:9. It says, it should be poured out without wrath, without indignation. I'm paraphrasing it. Anybody that received that mark, they gonna receive the judgment of the Lord without cut, man. It's gonna be that raw, uncut. It says, neither is there any rest in my bones because of my sin. So the point is, they ain't gonna find no rest in their body, man, because you sinning against the Lord, man. This is the ultimate mark. Like you just went into, this mark is to X you out, literally, man. It's to kill you. It's for your debt. That's a debt mark. Got it, huh? You found it?
And that rest represents peace and health, man.
That's right.
You ain't gonna find that. You know? You ain't gonna find that, man. Because your ass gonna be confined to a fucking concentration camp somewhere, man. And we know this white man the devil. He gonna sit up there and smile in your face like everything all good. Once you get that thing, get that chip, you still gonna stick it to your ass, man.
Yep.
You know, that's why the Native Americans said he speak with a forked tongue, man.
I got you, man.
You got it?
Yeah. This is a precept I got. This is for the niggas that's gonna take that fucking chip. This is Isaiah 5:22. Woe to them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink. All right, when you teach contrary to the sound doctrine, you're mixing wine and you're drinking strong drink. That's a strong drink to tell people to take that the radio frequency identification chip is not the mark of the beast. All right? People are gonna be drunk when they get their fucking chip, and they're gonna get inflamed. All right? Verse 23. All right, and this is what Satan is doing, which justify the wicked for reward. All right, so he's saying the so-called white man is right, all because the so-called white man is giving him a treat, 501c3 charter. So he's doing the so-called white man's bidding. All right, for reward. All right, justifying. Oh, the chip, not the mark. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the bidding of the damn devil. All right. And take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. And what does he do? He demonized the righteous, the men that are pushing sound doctrine, the men that are throwing out rivers of living water and gold nuggets, trying to save the hopeful elect. All right, the precious elect. He's demonizing them and casting stumbling blocks before them and coming against them. Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff, so their root shall be rottenness. What you was just saying. And blossoms shall go up as dust, because they have cast away the laws of Yahweh B'Shem Shah of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Therefore is the anger of Yahweh kindled against his people, and he have stretched forth his hand against them, and have smitten them. And the hills did tremble, and their carcasses were torn in the midst of the streets. And that's what's going to happen to everybody that get that damn chip, man. All right? If famine don't kill you, if pestilence don't kill you, if sword don't kill you, the glittering spear is going to be the cleanup crew. All right? Those ICBM nuclear missiles not going to miss you, man.
I got one real quick for you.
I'll get one out. I'm going to get out there.
This is Habakkuk 2:15. It says, woe unto him that has given his neighbor drink, that putteth his bottle to him, that maketh him drunken, also that thou mayest look upon his nakedness. That goes straight into that chip too, man. Like these guys, ISUK, IEYC, the niggas a bot that are always twisting the doctrine, remixing the doctrine like more than R. Kelly, more than Swiss Beats, more than any one of these fucking entertainers remixing some shit. Remixing more than Puff Daddy. You know, these niggas got death and destruction coming to them because they're giving you strong drink that they see your neck and see you go off, man. And that strong drink he giving you by telling you the mark of the beast is not the chip. It's gonna bring death and destruction to you, man. To your family. You know? Them niggas got blood on their hands, man. Massive pounds, lots of blood in their hands, man. Dripping. You know? You're causing our people to go off, man. And like I said, a lot of you niggas, a lot of you bonehead, copper top drones over there, you love to have it so, man. That's why the law is over there dismantling that shit now, man.
Calm.
You got a lot of, like I said, you niggas march up and down the street all goddamn day. A lot of you just toy soldiers, man. You got barrages in your back, man. You niggas can't think for yourselves, man. You know? Well, go ahead, Ross.
You got this. This Isaiah 66:4. What you asked something about?
Yeah, just something real quick about leading how those fake pastors out there leading you jakes away by that strong wine. This is Zechariah 11:5.
Phone kind of low, you can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Nah, you must got in the case or something.
I am.
Go ahead, though.
This is Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich. But here's the point. And their own shepherds pity them not. The leaders of those false congregations out there just want to get that dime bag from you. They just want to get that money. They don't care about what happens to you. I mean, look at what Nate called that one Jake that was in his congregation. They called him the pocket because he had a lot of money that they could get out of him.
Yeah,
And the Most High,
oh shit,
and the Most High,
that's some funny shit. The pocket.
And look, and the Most High, he the ultimate orchestrator. Like he set it all up, man, because the Father have given these certain people just over to their ruins, man, and they don't even see it. They in their own lane just traveling. Like I'm good, man. They don't know what they talking about. This is Isaiah 66:4.
I'm gonna say that when you go, like Elder Tahar said, don't come your ass over here, man. We told you so, man. We fucking told you so, man. You gonna find out more shit than that, man. Them niggas extorting money, money laundering, all type of shit off you niggas, man. You know, what that girl name is, some blue. She exposed you niggas. Now it's 15 guys from one camp that left. You know, and many more. The motherfuckers ain't right over there, man. They gonna bring a lot of you niggas to your debt, man. Go ahead, Doc.
This 66:4, Isaiah. It says, I would choose their delusions. Like he said, I would send strong delusions on them. Like y'all mentioned in Habakkuk, and he mentioned in Isaiah about that strong wine, man. And when you get drunk, what are the tendencies of getting drunk? You stumbling around, you're all over the place. You don't remember where you put this. You don't remember where you put that. And that's what the Father did with y'all who believe and are telling people that the chip is not the mark of the beast, man. That's a strong delusion the Father done put over you, man. That's a covering cast. It says, and will bring their fears upon them, man. The Father is a dreadful power. The Father did this for you so he can fuck you up literally. And then laugh at your calamity afterwards, man. He gonna mock you after that, man. Right. That's what the Most High do. He the ultimate orchestrator, man. It says, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before my eyes and choose that in which I delighted not, man. And he said, for that, I done sent them strong delusion till they should believe a lie, man. You see? And that's what they truly believe. And they'll go to the back. They'll stand on the front line and be ready to take off shirts and get cuts and bruises and hickings and shit behind it, bro. Like they standing there on believing it, man. That's how you know the Most High have poured that veil over them, man, and sealed it up, huh?
Hey man, we gonna scope a brother because he come into the truth, or whether he was in the truth and find a way to get better finances, or he come into the truth with finance. We don't looking at a brother. Put the scope or put the scope on a brother because he got money. That brother, no. And when the brother does something, it's genuine, man. You know, he shouldn't be up there using the brother because he have money, man. Them guys over there, they're just a bunch of niggas, man. There's a bunch of niggas that's running around like 3-year-olds with Bibles in their hands, man. Unskilled, man. I
got you a precept, right? This is about niggas, man. They gonna read what they sown. Well, Yahweh Shai, I assure you, they have their reward. Hey, this is Ezekiel 33:1. Again, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them. All right. And when we're speaking to the children of our people, we're telling them the truth of the scriptures. We're giving them sound doctrine, man. We're telling them that wartime is amongst us. Prepare thyself for war, spiritually, of course. All right. When I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, all right, we're set up as the watchman of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. So we got to tell them about the mark of the beast. We got to tell them about civil unrest, martial law. We got to tell them about wolves and sheep clothing. That's the lot of a prophet. All right. If when he sees the sword come up on the land, the radio frequency identification chip, if you take that motherfucker, the sword is going to behead you. So what you got to do? You got to push the mark of the beast. Tell the people what the mark of the beast is. Okay. He blow the trumpet and warn the people. Then whatsoever hear the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, the sworn come take him away. His blood shall be upon his own head. So I don't want nobody's blood on my hands. Right. All right. Let your blood be on your hand. All right. Verse 5. he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. So you as a man of the Lord, man, you gotta push this truth and give the sheeple the truth of the scriptures. Verse 6 is going to tell you what's going to happen. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take away any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood I will require at the watchman's hand. All those Deacon Asap, Nate Satan, the fucking that Benjamite, you know, I guess you could call them the fucking 4 horsemen. All right, they got blood up on their hands for pushing that's off doctrine. What that nigga Johanna, he got blood up on his hands, man. They got blood up on his hands, not just their own iniquity, but the iniquity of multitudes, man. They have a lot of people following that madness.
I got you something out. This 1 Timothy 4:16, it says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, like the brother just mentioned, man. Endure sound doctrine, man. All right? Know that what you're receiving, man. You just, like he's saying, you just being a toy soldier, man. A copycatter. You hear somebody say this, you say that, man. You ain't reading. You ain't giving exhortation to reading. You ain't studying. You ain't prayed up. It says,
hold on,
continue.
I was gonna say this too, Shalakia. And it's also not about getting emotional, man, because you don't like how harsh a brother bringing out the truth, but when a brother bring out martial law, he brings out anything according to the doctrine. It's the words. I can prove it too. It's the words the Lord puts in his mouth, and it comes out harsh. It comes out blunt sometimes, but you got to take that, man. The chip is a serious situation. It needs to be drilled. I mean, drilled into our people's heads, man. You know, and you can't get emotional about that, man. You know, but go ahead. I'm gonna get it. Go ahead.
Right. And you're right about that, dude, brother. To back you up, like he's saying, Jeremiah, this word is fire, man. It should burn you, because when something burn you, it gets what your attention, man. Like, hey, all right, you can't take this, man. It's life or death. That's why the Father said before you this day, life and death, good and evil, man. You still choosing the evil, man, and death. It says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee, man. So, hey, like you said, man, I'm trying to clear the blood off my hand, man. I'm telling you, don't take the chip. Well, for crying out loud, the Lord said don't take the chip. This ain't even our words, man. Like you said, we coming as prophets, man. We coming to say something before it happened, man. That's a prophet, man, a prophesy. All right? And the words that we're coming with is not our doctrine, but it's the doctrine of who have sent us to do the work, man.
Check this out.
Usher the word out, man. You got it, brother.
Check this out. Like, one of you brothers can break it down. This is I got 2 of them. This is 1 Corinthians 2:4. It says, "In my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom."
Go ahead. Salaka, go ahead out.
It says, "My speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom."
Right, just like I mentioned. Yahushua says, my meat to come and do the will it's my meat to do the will of my Father, man. The doctrine is not mine, but of him who sent me. Like he said, and if the Father dealing with you, then you'll see that the doctrine is not of Yahushua, that is of the Lord, and that we only messengers, man. Go ahead.
But in demonstrations of the Spirit and of power.
There you go, man. And the famous word, like my beloved brother Nashemiah, man. Ain't no more to say. But in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, man. Go ahead,
that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Yahweh.
Don't the scriptures say that we ought to obey God rather than men? Understanding that, knowing that, even though that deals with something else in general, but you can liken that unto this as well, man. It said that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God, which is the word of the Lord, man, of the Most High, man.
Where it says, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect,
And the ones, them that are perfect are those that are complete, those that are in sound doctrine, those that are in that walk with Yahweh Shah faithfully, man. You see, they're not thrown off by strange doctrines. They're not putting that bottle to their mouth and jumping in different philosophies, man. Different wines, man.
They're not emotional on how we bring it up. You know, how harsh and how what they quote unquote rude that we bring it out sometimes, man. They all be through the spirit though, man. You know, it's all, and I'm gonna show you the scripture in a minute that the Lord put that spirit on us, man, to bring it out that way, man. It says, let me finish this one. I said, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world that come to naught. This is right here. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, for our exhortation was not of deceit, or nor of uncleanness, nor in guile, but as we were allowed of Yahweh to be put in the trust with the gospel, even so we speak. Not as pleasing men, but Yahweh was tried our hearts.
That's right.
So the Most High put it in our mouth to say what we say, man. It says, for nor at any time we are, like it says, for neither at any time use we flattering words, as ye know, nor a cloak of covetousness. Yahweh is witness. It says, nor of men sought we glory, neither of you, nor yet others. It says, which we might have been burdensome as the apostles of Masiat, man. So we ain't looking for to win no awards, man. No Grammys or Emmys, man. We out there to bring out the word raw and uncut, man. Look at the context of what we saying to you, man. Are they true? Are we lying to you? No. We can look these things up.
Hey, if I could say, back in that movie Bird Box, there was one guy who's giving them an explanation of what was going on. He was saying, oh, it might be like demons and stuff along that line. He was really giving them some spiritual knowledge, but he worked at a grocery store, and this one lady told him, oh, did you learn that at the grocery store? They were judging him by his appearance. He didn't come as this wearing a three-piece suit or speaking enticing words. He came with a rough look to him.
That's right, man. Yeah, that's gonna catch a lot of you up, man, because brothers wear their hair kind of rough, rough beards, and brothers, wear certain sneakers and clothes, you overlook us, man. Because we a darker skin color, a certain look to us, man. We look a little rough on the edges. You take it as we don't know what we're talking about, man. I'm gonna show you how the Lord's coming.
Hey, on the comment board, DZ Duncan. Hey, bro, this is solemn assembly, bro. We in here doing Yahweh Shema Shai's bidding, bro. We don't play, bro. We might laugh and joke about certain things, but it just look like you on the comment board playing, bro. This is not the place for that, all right? Man, we serious up in here, all right? Real talk. Hey, but Yaganon, this is a precept, what you had brought up, what you was talking about earlier about the Most High put his words in our mouth, right? This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. All right? So we're not doing nothing on our own accord, man. Yahweh Shema Shah put the spirit on you to receive this truth. Then he put the spirit on you to go out and push his truth, man. All right? We're basically mediums, man. All right? Oracles. All right? Doing Yahweh Shema's bidding with fear and trembling. We're tools, man. Lord willing, we have the elect, man, and he have mercy on us, man. But you can finish what you were saying, right?
I was just gonna say, and also, while you did have prophets that were on the king's side prophesying, and they had a certain regal look in a sense to them, not all prophets were like that. Just look at Amos, for instance, as it says in Amos 1:1. The words of Amos, who was among the herdsmen of Tekoa, he was a regular herdsman, so he had a rough look to him, but he had the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai in him to push that word forth.
Hey, bro, I mean, the Most High, all right, just think about the look of a fisherman. When you look at fishermen, they're rough and rugged. You know what I'm saying? You look at John the Baptist, he would be out in the wilderness. he'll be rough and rugged. But then you got a physician and a tax collector. They would probably be more distinguished, but they got that same spirit in them. You see what I'm saying? The Most High get people from every walk of life, man. Every walk of life, you know? You would think if Luke was a physician, that when he dealt with people, he probably had his beard a little manicured a little bit. Well, John the Baptist would be like, fuck it. Wild locusts and honey, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Peter and them fishing, you know, they just out there wild, you know, they're doing laborer's work, you know. So I mean, when you look at a man from his outward, his outward appearance, that shows that you're not spiritual, man. And most of society is not spiritual, because these brothers around here with these rough looks and don't look distinguished according to this society's meaning. Guess what, man? This is top-notch knowledge out here, man. It got sharp brothers, sharp as arrows up here on this platform, man. And nobody's too their own horn. The Most High just, when he pour his spirit on you, man, what the scriptures say? I put a mouthful of wisdom in you, what a gainsayers can't resist, man. Yeah, so you never judge a man by his outward appearance, man.
I got one to back you up. I got an example to back you up. This is 1 Samuel 16:7. It says, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his appearance, nor on his height or stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeketh not a man, for the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For the Lord looketh at the outward appearance, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh upon the heart.
Right.
Cut, man.
And the Most High read the hearts of men. You can tell how you think. You can tell how you move, man. What Yahweh Shah said, he perceived their thoughts. That's Yahweh Shah said, when you see me, you seen the Father. All right? The Most High not looking at you with the garments you're wearing. And that's what IUIC, that show you that they carnal. I mean, they look like bums. They dress like bums. When they walk past us marching, what you were saying, y'all, man, let's deal with the scriptures, man. Come on, let's deal with the scriptures. Fuck all that marching and battle array and shit. All that showmanship shit, man. Let's deal with the scriptures, man. Not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. They're carnal men, man.
That's right. Hey, you can end it if you want.
All right. Y'all don't have no more precepts?
Oh, I'm good.
That was it.
All right. So with that, man, Lord willing, to sit down was edifying to the hearers, man. We're at the end, man. If you just coming to this truth and you're new to it, man, we're at the end, man. You got to get to it and cleave to it, hold fast to it. The men of great millstone, the Most High is dealing with them, and that's where you're going to find sound doctrine, man. We're not camp banging. We're not no gang or nothing. This is where you're going to find the rivers of living water, sound doctrine. It's the time, the doors on the ark about to be closed, and when they close, that's it. So seek Yahweh Shem Al-Shah where he may be found. Come get this truth. And Lord willing, to sit down was edifying to the hearers. Shabbat Shalom. So we're going to give infinite honors to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, with Kodash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to you, sincere, I can push in this truth across the four winds. Kwam Yasharab. Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.